Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another video of the F1 2020 Driver Career Mode with Alpine, episode number 55 today for the Austrian Grand Prix of Season 4, round number 7. First of all, if you missed any of the series, then of course they are all available to watch. There is a link to the playlist in the description below, and of course you can also go and download this mod. I can't remember which episode though that I put the description on, but it is on my race department profile anyway, where there is a link anyway in the description as well. But yes, to Austria. We've got 2 episodes, by the way, which well, let's just say a little teaser for tomorrow's episode. I regretted it doing 2 episodes, and I'm gonna leave it as that. We've got a lot to get through because I want to get another season done at least before F1 2021 comes out, which means we're pretty much only reaching the halfway stage of season 4, and I want to get to the end of season 5, so we need another 24 episodes at least of this series to come, basically, until we can sort of say goodbye to this series, or maybe even continue to. Obviously it depends on the release date of F1 2021. But anyway, enough about that. We've finally got some more resource points. We're going to purchase that rear aerodynamics upgrade. It's going to put us on par with McLaren. I did think about doing maybe the minor one as well. We didn't have enough resource points for that. Engine, we're pretty much good. I think then we're going to target an ultimate chassis upgrade, the weight redistribution one. And that's going to come in as well, which is sort of going to try and push the aero and the chassis side up the tree. This one down the bottom here of this particular tree here, that will put us level as well with Alpha Tauri. It's going to cost us 3,000 resource points. But yes, what happened is the rear one did come in the end in time, because we had a little bit of time between Canada and Austria, and basically I thought about doing a minor front one because we had enough time. It's going to come in just before. I thought about rushing it, but then I remember how much like these R&D things cost, so we're going to let it do normal time. I just thought we might well get another aero upgrade underway, and then we've got, because there's obviously a lot of aero upgrades more than we got on the chassis side particularly, and not only that, we're going to gain a load of resource points anyway, so we should be able to fit the ultimate upgrade, well, to order the ultimate upgrade for that chassis side in tomorrow's episode. But what can we do at Austria then? We've never finished off the podium here, winning twice already. We're going to have a new gearbox as well, so. But this, of course, is the worst state of a car that we've had. We're in bad qualifying form, and the 2 podiums we've had so far have come out from outside, starting outside of the top 10. So really need to be able to do that. In terms of the R&D, you can see there that we brought in upgrades. Alpha Tauri Jump Racing Point, we're hoping to be able to catch them. Our next targets really is our rival McLaren as well. Have brought a small upgrade, but not as much. So everybody's brought an upgrade, but we're sort of trying to move away from McLaren, even though McLaren on paper are actually pretty much faster than us. Sorry, not on paper, on track they're actually faster, even though they're slow on paper. We're going to have a new rival though. Guan Yu Zhou is going to be our new rival. I don't know how that's going to work because we've had no luck against any of the rivals so far, so we'll have to wait and see what we can do against a rookie in a racing point. Been to qualifying then, and things are going usually badly. We're down in P14 and we're only improving on this lap by 1/10. We've got a Ferrari all over the back of us. It's just this car, I don't know what it is, but no matter how many upgrades you put on it, it's just not fast. I don't know if there's something in the background of the cone. We've improved by 1/10.5, but it does absolutely nothing, and it's only 14th, which is not great, to be honest. We would prefer a bit more. We can, of course, though, do a bit more, But what can we do from 14th on the grid? We've got Ocon ahead, who will probably stay there. Let's see what we can do. It's time for the race.
Bad luck in qualifying. That's not exactly ideal. But there's no points for Saturday. Keep a cool head and make up for it in the race.
Good afternoon and welcome to Spielberg, and to a circuit that in one form or another has held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship, except the very first back in 1964. It was at this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today, with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight. The Spielberg circuit then is situated 700 metres above sea level, with just 10 corners making up one of the shortest laps of the season. One time around here is a distance of 2.6 miles, with the best overtaking chances into turn 1 or the tight uphill turn 3. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Albon, Gasly, Kevin Magnussen, and Joe, Norris, Vettel, Leclerc, and Lance Stroll, Sainz, Ocon, Renault, and Hamilton, Russell, Giovinazzi, Nick de Vries, and Nicholas Latifi. Matsushita and Daniel Kvyat completes the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
I'd like to wait a little bit more for that, but the race directors put this on the mediums, and I'm not fancying it today. We tried it in Canada, it didn't really work, so we're going to go for a one stop. In actual fact, we're going to delay. I'll go to lap 10 actually, not lap 9 as shown there, after messing about. But basically, 5 red lights are out and away we go for the Austrian Grand Prix. And although bugging down at the start, so we do get the better way, and they all crowd to the right, which gives us the outside. Loads of room there. We just walk past the AI. Great start there. A little bit of contact as we went 3 wide with Stroll and Leclerc there. But we're going to big dive down the inside of Norris and Zhou, our new rival. Can we get the acceleration on Zhou? Yes, we can. A little bit of contact again. Obviously, 3 wide moments don't really do that. We're going to have a look though at Norris now down the inside. Can we get it moved? Done. Like, Lando comes back at us, but then we squeeze him out on the outside and get the position done. But this was a big dive. The eye broke way too early at that corner. And we'll just be able to get the better acceleration over Zhou. And then with Norris, well, it was just literally dive bombing down the inside, really. He did try to cut us off. But that is just the AI coding basically for you as we move to lap 6. Norris is looking slow. You can see Zoa's now and ourselves have opened a bit of a gap, and Vettel is all over the back of Norris in the McLaren. Nothing doing so far there, but moving a lap later, and Vettel is now looking past. Well, Norris tries and keeps it round the outside. This is of course what Hamilton and Albon failed to do at that corner, and Vettel gets the move done as we watch Max Verstappen, the championship leader, stuck behind his own teammate down in P2. Obviously Hamilton had a penalty as well, so as we take a little bit of a wide liner there, but nothing doing there, as we couldn't really catch in this opening stint the Alpha Tauris. They've got something else today, so I don't think, much as it pains me to say, we're not on for a podium, as pit stop in 3.1 slow, not what we want from the Alpine team. We come out in 9th place. Sainz is behind us, he's coming, and there is so, and he has not been able to make the undercut work at all, and we've actually opened the gap to 1.2 seconds. It was about 0.7, 0.8. as we're watching Lewis Hamilton, Norris and our teammate Ocon, they've pit a lap later than everybody, but all three of them have come out on the hard tyre, and Hamilton has come out behind Carlos Sainz. Is watching now, the two AlphaTauris ahead of us are now switching positions. Magnussen now ahead of Gasly, as Magnussen is now gone ahead of Verstappen, who's been dropped by Albon. I think the engineer was saying over the radio that he had an issue, and Verstappen now starting to drop back. And in actual fact, Zoe is also just starting to drop back, and Vettel, who's cleared Norris now, is down the inside of the Chinese driver and up into P7, I believe that is. And I think Zoe is now going to fall a casualty. Hamilton has sort of woken up after being asleep for the first half of this race. He's got the hards turned in, as now this is for the podium place as well. Gasly versus Magnussen, and Gasly has DRS on the final lap as well, this is, and gets the move done ahead of Magnussen to claim that podium spot for the AlphaTauri team. We couldn't catch any of them. They were far too fast for us. Vettel and Hamilton were too squabbling, and it was quite a dull P6 to be honest, but it's more points on the board, and I will definitely take that, considering the fact that Ocon didn't score and we keep qualifying outside the top 10, which might be rare. This car really is, and we're just really overperforming where the car is. Zoe as well could only manage 10th place in the end, even falling behind Sainz, who sort of you think on those medium tyres would be able to do better than Hamilton. Norris as well fell away on his hards behind Leclerc, who of course had that early pit stop, so was able to do the undercut on him and couldn't get past him. Ocon as well floundering down in 13th. Stroll as well struggling as well. So in terms of the championship, Verstappen's lead has been reduced to only 33 points to Bottas. There's the same gap to Hamilton, Albon. Gasly has got ahead of us, but to be honest, 6th I think it might be the maximum what we can do this season without real proper upgrades coming, unless of course we have like a fluke race where we're able to get in the top 10 and then maybe push for victory, maybe like it. And I say this, Italy might be the one. We've also got Mexico as well, so that's going to help, because of course the engine is the strongest part of this car. Ocon of course has letting us down in the constructors. I think if Ocon had scored about 20 points, then he'd be on par with Ferrari.
Let's have yours. You had a bit of contact today. Who was at fault there?
Oh, we were just going 3 wide, Claire. We're not going to answer that. Oh, yes, we are. No one is at fault. There we go.
It wasn't the cleanest race today, was it?
Yeah, we're not going to answer this one. Or are we? No. None of this, but yeah, that one. Basically,
you left some body work out there
asking the irrelevant questions as usual, Claire. We're definitely not going to answer that one.
Great. Well, that's everything.
And thank you for wasting my time as usual, Claire. I mean, she definitely needs to go on F1 2021. So it's 3-3 in the rivalry from the race, but obviously Zhou qualified ahead of us, so he leads 5-4. We finally though got to driver acclaim level 15, so that's definitely good. That's going to help us maybe in our contract negotiations, which will be coming in the next round, in the next episode tomorrow night as well. We're also going to potentially look, we're going to save the resource points. We're not going to do that rear one. We're going to go for the ultimate weight reduction one, and then we'll come back and do the minor rear one to sort of balance the air around as well. And we don't really need to. Durability has been fine. We're only on the second parts now, and we're almost halfway through. We haven't even touched some of those third parts yet, which I'm hoping we can sort of get through, and maybe not even have to take part, but we'll have to wait and see. Bearing in mind, Britain and Hungary are next up, and as you'll see in tomorrow's episode, well, and also in previous seasons, neither of those tracks I'm actually very good at on F1 2020. With Silverstone, I'm not surprised. I've always been terrible at Silverstone, but Hungary, on this year's game, it's just the middle sector. It's just that the AI are always 2 or 3 seconds 2 or 3 tenths faster than you to where they should actually be in the middle sector, which is infuriating because it means that I'm just slow in the middle sector and then can literally hold everybody up like a trolley train. But anyway, we've got that to look forward to as well. Until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care, thanks so much for watching, enjoy your day, and goodbye.